Never a slow week for Texas A&M. The men's basketball team is heading to Denver for the opening round of the NCAA tournament. Baseball finishes a 10-game homestand tonight, and we'll hear from Mike Elko tomorrow as spring practice gets started this week. I want to bring in Travis Brown, our senior Texas A&M sports writer. Travis, let's start with basketball. The team had a send-off yesterday, but they had to change the plans to leave today. In case anyone saw Wade Taylor walking around last night, is everything okay with the team?
Yeah, I think, another day of rest never hurt. There is going to be a little bit of an altitude issue there. It is Denver, so maybe they wanted to get up there a little bit earlier to kind of get adjusted to that, but it seems like everything is going to be rolling around smooth for them. Just can they defend the three-pointer? That's going to be the biggest question going into a Yale team that's top 10 in the country and hitting three-pointers. And
speaking of Yale, what do you like about that matchup?
Yeah, it's size-wise, it's going to match up pretty equally. Could be a good Pharrell Payne game, as he is probably going to be one of the biggest guys on the court. Curious to see if they'll work it down low to him more. But, yeah, defending the three-pointer is going to be all about what A&M can do to stop a Yale team that's been cruising here as of late.
Switching over to baseball, it took just over a month for the A&M team to drop out of the top 25 after being ranked number 1. They're 10-9 overall, and Alabama swept them in the conference opener. What's the pulse of the team, and is it time to be concerned?
Yeah, people need to be kind of checking the pulse right now. The hitting is, in any statistical category, some of the worst in the SEC, heading in just out of the first weekend of SEC play. And the thing that's concerned me the most is the fielding percentage. They rank amongst one of the worst in the power conferences in that designation, and they just kind of keep letting errors compound upon each other to create more runs for the other team. In baseball, pitching, hitting always should be kind of the things that vacillate. Fielding should be like free throws in basketball. Defense should be consistent, and that's just not something they've had, and they need to have that timely hit, which it seems like they've gotten here in the last few minutes in the game over there at Bluebell Park.
And finally, spring football practice gets started this week. Mike Elko, Marcel Reed, and Will Lee III are going to meet with the media tomorrow. What do you want answered going into spring practice?
I think everything at this time of the year is just about some of those new guys that come into the transfer portal. They have pretty much an entirely new wide receiving core, Mario Craver, Casey Concepcion, what those guys are going to bring. And then the defensive front, they lose a couple of those guys to the NFL draft. They brought in a couple guys. What's that going to look like? It's Marcel Reed's first go at being the guy. How is he going to handle that? And then just kind of spring ball in general. There's a lot of teams that aren't going to be playing spring games this year. A&M will, but what's the future of spring ball kind of look like is going to probably be another question to ask Mike Elko and some of those players tomorrow.
That's Travis Brown, our senior Texas A&M sports writer. Thanks for the time, and now go enjoy some baseball.
Of course.